Let me tell you something that shocks many newcomers or anyone when they arrive in the UK. You can earn good salary. You can pay your rent on time. You can have money in your bank account, good amount, and the system can still say, we don't trust you. Why? Because here in the UK, financial trust is not built with income. It's built with credit history. And if you don't understand how credit cards actually work, you can make one small mistake today that will silently follow you for 6 years. 6 good years. Today, I want to expose how credit cards really work in the UK. Hi, my name is Brimo, former money advisor with Citizen Advice Bureau and Talking Money, and this is the FAM podcast. So let me explain how the system works when it comes to credit card. Not surface explanation, real system explanation. If you are a newcomer or international student here in the UK, this information can really save you thousands of pounds and give you peace of mind. Question number 1, what is actually a credit card? First, let me define it clearly for you. A credit card is not your money. A credit card is a short-term loan from the bank. Every time you use a credit card, the bank pays for the purchase on your behalf. Then at the end of the month, they send you a statement asking you to repay them. But here's where many newcomers, international students, and every other person misunderstand the system. The bank is not just lending you money. The bank is studying your behavior. Your credit reports record things like, did you pay on time? Did you spend too much? Did you miss payments? Did you apply for too much credit? Think of it like financial CCTV. Every move you make with credit is being recorded. And when you apply for important things like a mortgage, a car loan, or even a full contract or properties, the lender checks these reports, not just your income, but your behavior with borrowed money. Okay, let me explain to you what is credit card, how it really works. Let's break down something simple but powerful right now: your credit limit. Okay, imagine the bank gives you a credit card with a limit of £1,000. That means the bank is willing to lend you up to £1,000. But here is where psychology enters the system. If every month you spend 900 out of that 1,000, even if you repay it, the system sees you as highly dependent on credit. This is where something called credit utilization matters. Credit utilization still means how much your available credit are you using. Example, credit limits 1,000. If you use 900 out of that 1,000, your utilization is 90%. That signals risk, and that's a big red flag for some organization. But if you use £200 out of that 1,000, your utilization is 20%. Are you following what I'm saying right now? That signals control. You know what you're doing. Financial experts usually recommend keeping utilization below 30%. Google it, research it, because that tells lenders this person does not rely heavily on credit. So that's how they will assess you when it comes to borrowing and lending. When it comes to credit card, that's what they call APR.
In a world where financial stress and mental health struggles seem to go hand in hand, one podcast aims to help you find solace and guidance. The FAM Podcast, navigating you through the tricky waters of personal finance and mental well-being. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge and tools to create a healthy relationship with money while nurturing your mental health. Join host Brimo Umoru, a debt to prosperity success story, as he dives deep into financial habits and mental well-being. Discover Brimo's secrets of financial literacy and mental health strategies for coping with financial stress. Get ready for thought-provoking discussions, practical tips, and Brimo's real-life stories of triumph over adversity. Let's embark on a transformative journey together that will change your relationship with money, your state of mind, and ultimately change your life. Tune into the FAM Podcast.
Let me really say something about this. Most people don't really understand the meaning of APR or what it stands for, okay? APR stands for annual percentage rate. It simply means how much interest the bank charges you over 1 year. Imagine your credit card has APR of 24%. If you owe £1,000, you do not repay it. The bank can charge you 24% interest per year. 24% of 1,000 is 240. Oh my God, it's 240 pounds. That means your 1,000 debt becomes 1,240 in a year. And if you keep carrying that balance, interest keeps growing. This is how many people fall into debt without realizing it. Interest is just eating your money quickly and fast. Now, let's expose one of the biggest traps in the credit system: minimal payments. Every month, your credit card statement shows minimum payments of £25. This makes people feel comfortable. They think, I paid something, so I'm okay. But the truth actually is, minimum payments mostly cover interest, not the debt itself, not the money you owe. Let me explain something to you again. Please pay attention, okay? Imagine you owe £2,000. Interest rate 24% APR. Minimum payments around £40 to £60 per month. If you only pay that minimum amount, it could take you many years to clear that debt off. And during that time, you could pay 100, even 1,000 in interest. This is how the system profits, not from people who pay in full, but from people who carry balance for years, paying minimum payments little by little. Okay, I'm paying minimum, it's okay. And you are paying heavily, but your debt is not coming down. That's the mistake people make when it comes to credit card. Most newcomers fall into one of the two extremes. Extreme one, they avoid credit completely. They only use debit card. Years later, they apply for mortgage and the bank says you have no credit history. No history means no evidence of your behavior, and no evidence means risk. So if you're not using credit card, it's not good. Example 2, they get approved for credit and they feel financially powerful. They start spending more from the credit because they feel it's free money, and slowly credit becomes lifestyle support. This is when debt begins. This is the smart way you can avoid all this right now. If you are new to the UK, get one beginner credit card. Use it for something small, maybe your phone bills, even Netflix. Keep utilization low, and every single month pay the balance in full, not the minimum payment, okay? The full balance. When you do this consistently, you build financial trust. They are seeing your money behavior. They'll begin to trust you slowly. Do this slowly, quietly, but powerfully. Credit cards are not evil, but misunderstanding credit card can become very expensive and you will pay for it. The UK financial system rewards discipline and punishes carelessness. The goal is not to fear credit card. The goal is to master it and use it to build up your financial muscles in the system. If this episode helped you understand credit card better, like this video, subscribe to the FAM podcast and comment below. What is one thing about credit card nobody ever explained to you? That's why here on the FAM podcast, we have sincere and honest conversation about money and your mental well-being. And remember, personal finance is personal and your mental well-being is priceless. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
The FAM Podcast.